welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment Total War Silmarillion 3v3 battle replay. We've got a new faction to show you today. That's Fingolfin, I believe. And before we get started, please remember to smash that like button as it does greatly support the video and the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tick that bell for notifications so you stay up to date with all the latest content as it drops. And leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. Now, if you guys would like to send me through other Silmarillion replays like this, or other Total War replays like 30 Days Reforged, Rise of Mordor, Rome 2, and 1212 AD, just to name a few, there are links displayed on your screen, and also in the description below. You can also post replays to my Discord at Scouts Reconnaissance. The link to that Discord server is also in the description below. And if you're a YouTuber, there's also a self-promotion sub-channel for you guys to post around videos to for my community to enjoy. I also have a PayPal option, subscribe to our Patreon, or stream as donation link in the description below if you like to support my work. It does help out the channel. I also have YouTube membership options enabled, which will give you guys access to custom emojis and badges. And with that, let's get into this replay. So today's replay was brought to you by Jmonster. He is the lead developer of Total War Silmarillion, and deserves a lot of credit for getting the mod this far. I'm going to start with his army, of course. So we have Dominion of Torin Garoth. We got some Vorbeck Gunjuar here. I don't know what these guys do. I think they just melee cav at the moment. We have some Jikatrits. I can't say this. Jiskaraz G Golub. We got about 2 units of them. We'll keep an eye on what they do. We got some Orc Mangonels, 2 units. Some Jiskaraz Chosen. Looks to be just the 1 unit here. It looks like I've got some Ash Priests here embedded in here as well. These guys here are pretty much like grenade throwers, but they are pretty deadly, so use them well and use them wisely. Limited ammunition, but like Rangers, you should save them for when your enemy's in a blob or there's a lot of troops in one area. These guys will decimate pretty much their whole force there. Next, we have some Jiskaraz Chosen, some Scarai Trappers, good Javelin unit, 2 units here. We have some Jiskaraz Wolfguard here, 2 units, make that 3. And the rest of his army is actually behind us. But we'll go with his first ally here, which is the realm of Angband, commanded by Eclipse 2500 of the Dark Cloud, a member of the Dark Cloud family. We also have some Uriloki over here. We have some Iron Shod Ravagers. We have 2 units there. We got some Iron Shod Halberdiers, 2 units. Guardians of the Iron Crown here, looks to be 2 units. We have some Wretches of Angband, which is, you know, an Orc fodder unit pretty much. Some Iron Shod Legionnaires. Some Iron Shod Arbalists, 2 units there. These guys are a crossbow unit. We have some more Guardians of the Iron Crown. Some Wretches of Angband. Iron Shod Halberdiers. Iron Shod Ravagers. Wolf Riders of Angband here, looks to be 2 units of them. And some Balukuraka, or Balrogs for short. And moving over here to the rest of his alliance, we have the rest of Jmonster's army. Some Luskaraz Zagulap, looks to be 2 units there. We have some Hispocras Howlers, 2 units, make that 3. And we have his final ally, the Easterlings, commanded by the Steward of Dale. We have some Warband of Lothland here, looks to be 2 units there. We got some Clan Guard of Lothland and some Halberdiers of Lothland, looks to be 3 units of each. These golden troops here are the good guys, or the good tribe of the Easterlings, not the evil ones. These guys here are the evil ones. Some Eastron Marauders here, 2 units. Some Sons of Ulfang. And some Chieftains Honor Guard here, good units here. Now, these guys here are pretty good, but be careful when you send them into a fight, make sure they're supported. And I think that's actually, oh, that's not it. The rest of his army's over here. We have some Ravagers of Hinring, looks to be 2 units there. Some Pillagers of Hinring. Some Samaradin Guard here, great missile unit, great melee unit as well. We have some Eastron Marauders again, looks to be just the 1 unit spread out. Some Wardens of Lothland, some Eastron Horsemen here, 2 units. And that brings us to the first of 3 opponents really. We have the Guardian Realm of Dorath, commanded by Captain Jervis, everyone's favourite French Canadian. We have some Spear Host of the Girdle, Rangers of the Girdle here, 2 units. The rest of his army's over here. He's really spread himself out here. This really puts the player's micro skills to the test when you spread your army out this much. We have some Cathalum over here, some Mounted Company of the region, some Warriors of the region here, Donath and Mablung, and some Warriors of the region, Spear Host of the Girdle here. Just taking a look at this unit here. Yeah, this is your Mace unit. We have Axemen of the Girdle, looks to be 3 units there, Shield Bearers of the region, Axe Guard of the region, 2 units there, and some more Shield Bearers over here. Alright, next we have the House of Fingolfin, our latest faction, commanded by Sin of the Dark Cloud, the commander of the Dark Clouds. We have Lancers of Anon in Galad, 2 units there. I will highlight too that Sin is one of the lead developers of Third Age Reforged. We have some Fridsmen of Dor Lorman, some Marines of Vin Yamar, Herdsmen of Hithlam, Sentries of Hithlam, and Bladesmen of Hithlam. I love this, this is so easy. Looks like we've got 2 units of each. We've got some Marines of Vin Yamar, Marksmen of Barad Ethel, looks to be 2 units there, and some Hidsmen of Hithlam, and Herdsmen of Dor Lumen. Sons of Huron over here. Man, my mouth's getting a workout. And we come to the final opponent today, the House of Fëanor, commanded by Tundrous Fox. We have some Hunters of Kellangorm here, Mounted Company of Curdafin, Riders of the Pass. We have Orton Matimo, the elite melee unit of Fëanor. We have Defenders of Agalon, 2 units of Rangers of Helivon, and some Accursed of Aquilandi. Now I haven't seen these guys before in Fëanor's ranks, I think this is a new addition, and damn do they look good. Well done. Next we have Footmen of Amaras here, 2 units, and some Huntsmen of Thargelion, looks to be 2 units there. And there's also some units hidden over here. We got some Hunters of Kellangorm, and over here on the hill we got a Trebuchet and some Shield Bearers of Helivon guarding them. Makes sense. I think that's it, guys. So this is a great map, great factions, great players. Let's get this battle started. Enjoy. The Trebuchet is actually going to be firing here, and he's firing in this direction. So he's going to be targeting Angmar's forces, and to a degree this does make sense. If he targets the middle unit here and gets a good hit, he can take out 10-20 troops. If it's a direct flaming hit, he's looking at 30 kills at least. And the Trebuchet is known to be pretty accurate compared to a catapult. Looking at the map, no other moves appear to be made at this stage. It looks like we have the Ironshot Arbalist under fire though, from the Huntsman of Thargelion. He's getting some kills there. Eclipse knows he can't match their range and he has to pull them back. You know, we got Eclipse's cavalry on standby. He won't use them at all until we see maybe Fëanor commit his. It looks like Jmonster's throwing his mangonel. Whoa. Okay, they're targeting the Scarhide Trappers here. Not a unit Jmonster wants to lose before they're throwing their javelins. After that, you can go nuts. It looks like Mangonel is... both of them are firing. This is tough, you know. The Mangonel has a mind of its own, unfortunately. On occasion, you can get a great hit that gets you a ton of casualties. Other times, you'll miss every time. It's kind of like winning the lotto. And with Loki, you gotta watch out for them. This unit is pretty good, but their line of sight is very particular. Sometimes the enemy could be right in front of you, and sometimes they won't fire. I don't know why this happens, so just be cautious of that when you commit them. Don't just send them in and think they're going to start firing at your enemies. You know? Make sure they're protected, and give them some space to actually work with. Okay. Still looking around. We've got players just sort of trying to think each other out. We've got some moves being made here and there, just changes to the line. The man of the company over here. Looks like Jmonster and Stewie are sort of moving some of their forces down this way. Some of Dragard firing in. Getting some kills there. Riders of the Pass here, shaking. What the hell is going on? That doesn't make any sense. Be careful, the Summoner Guard is a really good missile unit. And melee unit, but really good missile unit first. It looks like the Elvish Alliance here has taken the lead. What are they shooting at? Are they targeting the Summoner Guard? No, they're targeting Jmonster's Lord Scatters. And he's setting up his howlers first. Let's slow it down briefly, just a little bit. Alright, over here, what we got? Okay, Javelin's targeting Fingolfin's, one of Fingolfin's best units, sorry. The Sentries of Hithon. The marksman must be out of ammunition. He's charging into battle. These guys here, this unit, well not this unit, but this soldier here is part of one of the most deadly units in Fingolfin's ranks. The 200 heavy axe unit. I didn't see it before. Keep an eye on it though, he must have brought it. Looks like Fingolfin's already out of ammunition. Giscara's chosen charging into the Fridsmen of Dor Lumen. Lancers challenging the Giscaras. Zagulap. These guys here down 34, these ones here 50. Marines of Vin Yamar. About to unleash. He's targeting Jmonster's cav. What we got here? We got herdsmen firing at the moment. Moving over here. Footmen of Yamas have charged straight into the Angmar lines. Very brave. Now, why hasn't the Eclipse manoeuvred a unit of Arbalists around here to try and angle a shot into the footmen there? All the Stalkers, they're not firing at the moment, the Arbalists. Have they got their crossbows out? Yeah, they do. Stalkers firing their jabbies in, taking down the Guardians of the Iron Crown. The Eclipse should have charged these guys into the front lines already. That fire there is from the Arbalists. So we've got one unit firing in, but not the other one. Okay, they've started firing in now too. We'll go to 8 speed. 0.8. Okay, looking to bring down the Stalkers. They're dropping pretty quickly. Trebuchet shot just missed. At close range too. Oh, glorious. Got another unit here of Stalkers firing the jabbies into an exposed unit here from Eclipse. Now Tundra's manoeuvred his accursed over here to maybe leave an opening for the Stalkers to fire in their javelins. And Eclipse isn't trying to outflank him. The Accursed did succeed in breaking the Iron Shod Ravages. Looks like the Javelin unit is targeting the Uroloki. Mangonel's out of ammunition. Javelin unit targeting them again. Oh no, they're targeting the Ash Priests. And the Ash Priests are starting to fire. What's their target? Trying to target the herdsman of Hithon. Uroloki's firing in. They're trying to target the Marines here. Okay. These unit ravages are broken. This will be forced to pull back his Uroloki soon. Alright, this was the unit I think I'm talking about. Sons of Hurin. This is the two-handed action I was talking about. These guys here are really cool. Very powerful. You can take down a lot of units here. So if you're on the opposing team, make sure you've got a lot of javelins, artillery, Uroloki, pretty much whatever heavy hitters you got, make sure you send them towards bringing down these guys and trying to weaken them. Oh god, I couldn't speak. Alright, we missed some of Stewie's battle here. but it's well and truly underway. Jmonster's trying to keep Captain Jervis's army occupied here, at least the right flank of it. Chieftains on the guards engaged in the warriors of the region. Each marauders targeting or throwing their axes into some axe guard of the region. These guys here are worse than cannon fodder when it comes to melee combat. Make sure you give them opportunity to use their axes. So let's put them on guard mode. Very smart. So far, it is 48 to 40 here in favour of the Elvish Alliance. We got Yorath all throughout Sigurd's lines here. Looks like Jervis has successfully surrounded a unit of Eastern Marauders and is slowly crushing them. They're going to break any second now. Over here, on this side of the riverbank, we've got some Warlords of Lothland. Another unit of Marauders throwing in their axes, trying to bring down the spear host of the Girdle. I think they will be successful. They are pretty exposed.
The enemy are badly bloody.
Okay, they broke.
They have lost half their men.
Now we've got some Rangers of the Girdle over here that the Marauders could target. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They could be out of ammunition. Ravagers of Himring doing a fairly decent job here. Warriors up against it. We've got Rangers of the Girdle over here, firing into the Himring ranks. Now we've got just the one unit here of Wardens. Wardens should win that fight.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Let's head back over here and see how Jmonster and Eclipse's battle is going. I'm just trying to hold back Angmar here. Ravagers holding the flank. Wolf Riders doing a pretty good job here. Wretches also backing them up. Man. Thunderous is having no success with the Trebuchet today. Hunters of Kalangorm still in combat here with the Balrogs. Not a good idea. The Sons of Huron should be fighting the Balrogs. I don't know where they're running off to. That's a little bit interesting. This is one of Sin's best units here. Wondering why he's running. Oh, he's pursuing. It seems like Sin doesn't realise the units run off, chasing a unit that broke earlier. That can happen if his attention is preoccupied elsewhere. We've got Huntsmen firing away here, trying to keep back Angband. We've got Lancers here from Sin that just broke. Alright, Loki must be out of ammunition. He's got 4 left. Yeah, we're at 67 to 61. Now, Sin's line here is wavering, but I think he can still win. If they don't break, he should be able to win this fight. The morale of the Elvish troops here is a little bit surprising. And Marines, do they have ammunition still? Doesn't look like it. We've got Fritzman of Dorum, 72, shaken and tired. So far it seems like they have one general fallen so far, and that's the Easterling general. So I just got off a decent hit, I think. Where are the Suns? Are they coming back yet? Balrogs moving in to help the Wolf Riders take down the Hunters of Kelangorm. They broke them. That's a big win there for Eclipse. Huntress's lines, the right flank is collapsing. Just want to go down here briefly just to check whether or not that's the Suns. Yeah, they're still pursuing. Okay, over here. Jervis appears to be gaining the upper hand here over the Steward of Dale. At least in this part of the field. Got the Cut Helen moving in, down to 26 though. Taking some hits. Let's see the carnage of the Easterlings. All along here. Looks like we had a massive fight. Meanwhile, Steward of Dale's forces over here are still holding on. This isn't too surprising. I thought the Wardens would still be alive at this point. (76 to 75). Jmonster's alliance here, bringing this battle back within 1%. It looks like Sin has realised these guys where they are. I think his next play is to try and get his forces to link up with Captain Jervis's men. If he tries to take on Eclipse alone here, he's just going to throw away the unit. They'll just surround him and destroy him. That's Sin's only play left at this point. Just try and just run across the back end of the field there and link up with Jervis. Yeah, Eclipse's forces are already moving in. And Jmonster's forces are still alive over here, which is good to see. I am surprised to see Tor and Galeth still have so many numbers left, or so much of their army still alive at this point. It's not a faction that does too well against, well, pretty much any Elvish faction. I'm probably just using them wrong. We've got some Erimo Aranta. I haven't seen this unit before, nor did I point it out earlier. The model design is really cool. Loving the armour. It's a little bit dusty, that's just because we've got those textures on right now, on high. They're eager, winded, but still fighting. Some Vurbak coming in. These guys here just killing the sentries, making sure they don't come back. At unit 61, it is possible for them to come back. It looks like Jmonster's coming over this way, but Eclipse is actually falling back. I'm not exactly sure where he... Oh, the Uraloki is also firing again. Okay, Eclipse is trying to take out the Auton Matimor. I didn't realise they were still alive. Careful. It is surprising to see the Uraloki fire when the Balrogs are in the way. I did say they were pretty particular about their line of sight and firing through friendlies. Now, Uraloki guys are not exactly like the witches, you know. Just because they score a hit doesn't guarantee that the person they're receiving it will die straight away. As you can see, they're just being knocked over in some cases. So Eclipse brought his entire army over here to deal with these guys because they are a tough unit, they're very hard to kill. He wants to try and kill them quickly without losing too much of his own army, so that's why he's done it that way. Unfortunately, this means Jmonster will actually cop the brunt of this. And he might not have too many troops left by the end of this. As you can see, Sin's army is actually holding on here pretty well. Jost has a unit of a mounted company over here right now. Okay, I think that was Tundra's general. Okay, Wardens have been defeated. Unfortunately, I think that's it for Steward of Dale. The remnants here, and Captain Joe's coming over to support the final battle. It's hard to know what Jervis will do here. Whether or not he'll just try and link up with Sin's forces. The Sin will retreat to him. There's the Suns right there. Citri's coming back, so it looks like Jmonster, left these guys alone too soon. They were at 61 when we last saw them. They come back at 53. Jmonster could have wiped them out earlier. Had he kept his cavalry just close by and just allowed them to cut them down. He must have peeled them off somewhere at one point, because they're over here now. Wolf Riders here trying to target Tundra's cav. I think we can go back to 1 speed now. And here comes the rest of Eclipse's army. He's really the last great hope of Jmonster's alliance. A large portion of his army is still intact. What's even more impressive is we still have cavalry running around at this stage. Rise of the Past coming in, but they don't have a good charge. So now it's Jervis and Sin versus Eclipse. And 1 or 2 units left of Jmonster. We've got 2 Wolf Riders here. Suns are here. Now, you're lucky are coming in. There goes Jmonster's general. Iroloki's firing. And unfortunately for Sin and Jay, sorry, not Sin and Jay, Sin and Jervis, all their forces here are bunched up. Iroloki's got many more shots in him. It might be a good thing. As you can see, the Iroloki took a small chunk or a small bite there out of the Elvish forces. Iroloki should fall soon. They're pretty bloodied up. They've been fighting for a while.
It is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
The Balrogs are fighting well.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Sons of Huron taking on the Balrogs, doing a fairly decent job. Wow. You see Eclipse's forces wash over the Elvish lines. I didn't think it'd be that easy. I thought Sin and Jervis had some decent troops left that could have really gone toe to toe with Eclipse and even beat him. This is a good turnaround here. I think Sin just lost his general. Someone's trying to do their master proud. Although we'll time 6 speeder here, as these guys here are vastly outnumbered. They don't have the quality or numbers to deal with this. Here we go. There goes Zeus's general, I think. And that is it. So congratulations to Jmonster on 1532 kills. Eclipse of the Dark Cloud. Eclipse 2500 of the Dark Cloud. 1726. Stuart Adale 1124. Captain Jervis, an impressive 2725 kills there. Sin of the Dark Cloud 1696. And Tundrous Fox also 1586. So great kill counts there from all players. Looking at the kill count here, Ash Priests or Hushpicras Ash Priests here 288. Juscaraz Wolfguard here 128, 110 and 61. Scarrow High Trappers range from 85 to 113. Juscaraz Chosen 251. Vorbeck Gajuta 140, so good kill counts there from Jmonster's cavalry for sure. The rest of the units range from poor to excellent, I would say. Well, thank you to Jmonster for sending in the replay. I'll try and maybe slow that down next time around. Although it was slowed down a little bit, I do feel like I missed a little bit too much there that I would have liked to have shown you guys. So I'll work on that for next time. If you enjoyed this video though, do remember to hit that like button. Thank you to Jmonster for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.